So before I ran out of tape, you were telling me about how you lived on the farm and your brother Ed would shoot squirrels and your mom would skin them and cook them
Right,
and
right.
it tastes like rabbit?
And rabbit too. He
Mm-hmm.
sometimes found a big rabbit. Oh, rabbit is good though. Rabbit is really good. There's no meat on squirrels, but just the legs.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't eat it. I just could not eat it because I could see them running in the forest.
Yeah.
I just could not eat squirrels. And I still see them running in the forest in the backyard and can't see eating them. No.
Oh.
So anyway,
Did your parents ever save the fur? Did they make anything out of the fur from the squirrel or the rabbit?
Never.
Mm-hmm.
No. There's not enough.
Yeah.
There's not enough. She'd have to collect them for a year.
Yeah.
So,
some people do it, you know, they make a hat or they make a little shawl or something or gloves.
Yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know. And what else? Yeah, mostly scarves, I remember.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me see.
Did your mother make a lot of clothing?
A lot of what?
Clothing? Did she sew?
My clothes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, our clothes. Oh, yes. Yes, my mother sewed everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. All the European parents know how to sew
Mm-hmm.
and cook.
Mm-hmm.
They know how.
What was your favorite thing that your parents used to cook?
Roast pork, sauerkraut, and dumplings. I loved it. I loved that.
Did they ever cook anything that you hated? Did they ever cook anything that you didn't like?
I don't think so. You know, my mother would grind up food, and they've got these, they call them Yitternitze.
What is it called?
Yitternitze.
Mm-hmm.
Yitternitze. And they fill this, it's a long sausage like this she makes. And then she takes a stick or a toothpick, thins it at the end, and it does not run out, and then she fries it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really good, really good. European mothers know how to cook, really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
They're good cooks. So we had a lot of rabbits and chicken. We had chickens. They used to be on sticks, you know. Very rarely went on the ground, walk on the ground. They were all mostly on sticks, on like, you know, poles, you know, and they would stand on, they wouldn't be on the ground. And
Would they be tied to it or something?
they what?
The chickens, would they be tied to a pole or something?
Oh, no, you can't tie. They go up there themselves.
Oh, and they would just stand up there?
Yeah, they went on the poles, on the sticks, and just sat up there. They didn't want to be on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they were clean. I mean, they were clean. We cleaned the chicken house all the time. We used to rake it, just clean it, and put all new stuff on the bottom, because you know how they poop.
Yeah.
And so we cleaned it. And it wasn't bad. I didn't like to do it, but it wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you are when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You want to do it. And we used to play a tag, touch game,
Mm-hmm.
on this silo. I told you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Trees is around the silo,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about 12 inches wide, I think.
It has to be bigger than that inside the silo?
Yeah.
It has to be bigger than that.
Well, about that big, that's all. It wasn't big at all. We'd run and we'd slip off, and we'd have to jump up before we're tagged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was fun.